Now on to my guest this evening, who's followed her first career as an Olympic speed skater with becoming a hugely successful business owner and fitness trainer. Sarah Lindsay competed in 3 Winter Olympics for Great Britain and won 10 British Championship titles as well. She then went on to found Raw Fitness and now has multiple hugely successful facilities operating in London and Dubai, not to mention being the personal trainer of choice for many celebrities. I'm delighted to say she slowed down long enough to join me in the studio tonight. Sarah, fantastic to see you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Let's start with the speed skating, of course. It was fascinating. You were entrenched in it since a very young age, and it really was your whole life. And you could never have imagined what it would lead to now.
Absolutely. I mean, I was 8 when I started.
Yeah.
My first Olympics, I was 21. So, 13 years before I ever really competed in the Olympic Games. And like I said, that was my first. So my third, I was 29 before I retired.
And I said you were 10 times British champion. You're recorded as being just the fastest person on skates for about a decade in the UK. It's a remarkable achievement.
Thank you very much. I won my first British National Championships when I was just before I was 16, so I was 15, so still a junior technically, and I won consecutively after that.
So now we move on into a second career for you. We often hear from athletes at the very top level like yourself, it's all great when you're in the Olympics and Team GB, but it always comes to an end. What were you thinking as that part of your career was coming to an end? Did you ever imagine this is where you would be now?
I had no plan, actually. It sounds terrible, but you're so focused on winning and the Olympics and that competition, and a big part of me didn't want to have a plan B, which seems kind of irresponsible. But I really wanted to put everything into it, and it was like finishing school. At 29 years old, I hadn't really thought about my next career. In my head, the whole time I was going to win the Olympics. So when my Olympic career finished, it was like, right, what's next? And it's got to be big, it's got to excite me, because I'm used to having this huge goal and this thing that I wanted to achieve. So I had to put a bit of risk in there as well.
So then you started Raw Fitness, you started several locations in London, but then now in Dubai, only about a year old in Dubai, and it's taken Dubai by storm. Without blowing your own trumpet, why do you think it has been so successful here?
I think we've got a really strong reputation in London, and we're known for doing these results, these before and afters, and we really get the job done. And I think there's a big crossover, obviously, with London and Dubai, and our clients can use both. So when people sign up for Raw Dubai, they can use London and vice versa. So I think if you do a really good job in-house, your reputation spreads fast, and everybody brings a friend. Everybody wants to recommend it to people when they have a good experience. So do a good job and then they keep coming.
Speaking of recommendations like you are, obviously you're running the business, but you're also a personal trainer at the same time. Many celebrities that you help out. Recently I saw on your social media you're putting Piers Morgan through his paces as well. And as well as celebrities like that, you're also with top-level athletes at the same time who are trying to reach the kind of heights that you reached.
Yeah, we have people who are kind of on the cusp, athletes who maybe they're not quite there, they haven't quite got their coach, so helping take those people to the next level, and often quite young. And then we have clients all the way up into, 70s, 80s. So, there's something for everyone.
We're running out of time, but what's next now for Raw Fitness? You're growing all the time. I'm presuming you're always looking for new facilities and new ways to expand. Yeah,
I'm always looking for the next place and the next site. I'd like to do another one here before we look elsewhere. This is my home now, so it would be silly, I think, to go somewhere else. And so I'm looking for somewhere here next, and we're always trying to do the next one, but keep the quality really high.
Fantastic. Run out of time. Sarah, thank you so much for coming in. I'm sure we'll see you again, but best of luck with ever-expanding empires.
Thank you very much.